In the South Carolina Statehouse, lawmakers are trying to pass bail reform bills to keep repeat offenders from getting back out onto the streets.
Now an ex-convict is joining this conversation. He says if there had been stronger laws, he may not have been shot by police more than 40 times.
I was out on bond for 3 separate offenses.
25 years ago, Ron Burris ran from the cops. A lot. A drug addict and a car thief, twice arrested for leading the police on a chase. Twice he made bond to do it all again. Until the one day, following a chase, the cops finally caught up with him and unloaded dozens of bullets into his car. Burris says it never should have come to this. Let's rewind.
I think a day before those bullets went in that car, I went to my bondsman. That's when I cut the monitor off, the home monitor off. And I knew my addiction was getting really, really bad. I was getting out of hand. And I just had this really bad feeling within me that something bad was going to happen. I didn't know what. I had no idea what was coming. So I went to the bail bondsman who had the monitor. He was there, and I put out my hands. I said, lock me up before something bad happens. And he looked at me and he said, I can't. He said, I have to file the paperwork through the solicitor's office to get that warrant to be able to lock you up.
Burris says he was so desperate to get help that he tracked down the judge who had given him bond.
Judge Gedalia, I need help. I need some help today. By the time he told me to go back to the jail at 3:30, I had done some more drugs, and I needed help right then. And there are people today that need help right now.
Burris says bail reform would not only save criminals from society, but in effect, save them from themselves.
Right now, I would be trying to pass a 2-strike bail law in our state. If you look at the other states that don't even have bail laws now, crime is getting completely out of control. Eventually, that stuff's like a cancer. Eventually, it's going to work its way. And if we don't put our foot down in this state, eventually, it's going to worm its way right into our society. Whether that means getting more judges, building another jail, because that's going to incarcerate more people. They're not going to be able to get out. And I think if that includes putting a tax on citizens of South Carolina, I would be willing to bet you people would pay for that to keep their communities safer.
For Live 5 News, I'm Raphael James.